morning, everyone. Welcome to today's video. We're at Kilbarry Road and Dunvegan Road in Forest Hill, and I am walking southbound on Dunvegan Street. This is a big, beautiful home that has just been constructed. I don't think the owners are in yet, but this is an amazing home. It's huge. The house that was there before was also quite beautiful, but it was, a house built way back in the day. And I remember it having beautiful stained glass windows. And I had hoped that when they tore down that house that they may have kept those windows, but I don't see them anywhere. Hopefully they are repurposed elsewhere. It is a cold one today. I think it's about maybe close to 11, I think. I'm on my way to pick up some groceries at Loblaws on St. Clair and Bathurst. That location, that Loblaws location there. And I needed to stretch my legs today, so I thought instead of going to a grocery store near where I live, I'll come out to this Loblaws. I often come to this Loblaws. I prefer it better than the Loblaws in my neighborhood. I have one right on Eglinton on the south side, just east of Yonge. But it doesn't have variety, not as much as this big Loblaws here that I'm going to. I think I've only ever done one Forest Hill walk, and that was, I think, in the spring. I could be mistaken, but I think I've only done one. But I thought it's been a minute since I have recorded. So, thought why not bring you guys along? This house here, this is 120 Dunvegan. This used to be an Eaton home. If you remember the department store Eaton's, this was a house of theirs. I don't know who lived here, which family member, but they once lived in that house. Last weekend, David and I had friends over from New Brunswick to visit us for the weekend. They arrived Friday, they left Monday. They were friends that have a cottage in New Brunswick, and if you recall, I did a video in New Brunswick, and I think I identified one of their dogs in the recording, but I also did recording in New Brunswick. We stayed at their cottage with 4 other couples, and we had a lovely time. I think I may have mentioned every 5 years there's a cohort of David's guys that he went to school with. There's 5 in total, including David. They all went to school together, and since they turned 50, every 5 years, the boys and their partners all get together for a long weekend. So this year, we did have a get-together this past summer. That was to make up for the summer before, because it was supposed to happen in 2020. Their, 5-year reunion. But because of COVID and all. Sorry, folks. I just have to adjust my camera there. Sorry about that. So we couldn't do it in 2020, so we happened in 2021. But we are also going to be hosting this year, and most people will be coming, as far as I know. And we are hosting it at the family cottage this summer in July for a long weekend. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if I'm going to record any of that event, but I might. Anyhow, so Paul and Dominique, who came here last weekend, we took them, David picked them up from the airport, and then Saturday we took them down to the boardwalk and the beaches. It was a bit cold, so we didn't stay out for as long as I think we would have liked, but then we took the car and went to Queen Street and then popped into a coffee shop and warmed up and yeah, it was nice. It was a nice visit. And then Saturday night we took them to one of our favorite restaurants, Little Sister on Yonge Street. And then Sunday I took them down to Bloor Street because they wanted to do some shopping. So we went to Bloor. It was a nice walk there and back, so they walked there and back with me. I remember when this house here was built, Dunvegan and Lonsdale Road. And this was built in 90, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was built in 90. So I always loved that house. Yeah, so then we went shopping, and then we had a nice meal at home on Sunday night, and then David drove them to the airport Monday morning. So it was a very nice visit, and it was a really nice way to break up February in Toronto, February in Canada. And Dave and I were talking, it would be so nice to go away in February next year. We went away in November, but November is always nice here. I don't ever mind November in Toronto. And then we went away to Miami Beach. But I said, instead of going in November, let's do like February or March next year instead, because February, March, well, January, February, March are usually the coldest months here. And January, it's okay to stick around home because, you know, it's right after Christmas and you just want to settle and you know, kind of get back to normal. But then by the time February comes around, you know, it's still cold, and it would be nice to get away. February or March, because March can be pretty much like February. So we will revisit that next year. At the end of March, near the end of March, I guess, I am going to Arizona to visit a friend, and then when I come home, David is going to be going back to Whistler to go skiing with two buddies. So that's something to look forward to. Then in July we have everyone over to the family cottage. And then August we have a family wedding in Calgary. And then before you know it, it's going to be September. I'm sorry if there's a lot of wind noise here, folks. It's pretty windy. There's apartment buildings or condos up here that I've always loved. And when I was single, I thought, gee, it would be so nice to live in here. Never did. But I come this way a lot because I often go to that Loblaws that I'm going to today.
There's no posting in this.
These are the apartments I've always really liked. Pretty sure they're apartments and not condos. Yeah, across the street says for rent. Yeah, so that means there's still rentals. But these here, I think, are actual condos, like owned. And these are apartments. Pretty sure. So I may have cut out some of that wind noise, if you're wondering if there was any silence, but I won't know that till we edit. Always loved this street. Always loved this little pocket here. And now we are in Forest Hill Village. I can't talk. My lips aren't moving very well. It's so cold out. Anyhow, folks, I'm going to end this video here because I've already brought you down here, I think more than once, down in Spadina Village, Forest Hill Village. So I'm going to conclude this video, but I do want to thank you very much for joining me. I hope you consider subscribing to my channel. Appreciate you watching, and I will see you in my next video. This is Boomer Girl Walking, signing off.